Yeah, I think when associations, whether you're a smaller association, statewide association, whether you're national or international, I think before you select a venue, you need to find what venues can accommodate groups your size. If you're a smaller statewide regional association, in most cases you won't have many challenges finding a venue or a location. But if you are a larger state, national, international association, there's going to be fewer venues that are going to be able to accommodate groups that size. So you need to take a look at if you've narrowed down a region or an area that you want your attendees to visit and host this event. You need to take a good look at the size of the venues available and if they have enough conference space to accommodate your general sessions, if you have multiple breakouts or a few breakouts, if you want private dining, indoor, outdoor dining. So it doesn't do any good to pick a venue and a location if you're far too large to be accommodated there. So it's a good place to start, right? And then 2, guest rooms. You may find a venue that has enough guest rooms in one location to accommodate everybody, but are there satellite hotels around that maybe can accommodate different needs of your attendees? Somebody wants to come early, stay late, they're bringing their families, they want maybe a lake house or a cottage or something like that, or upgrades to suites. So those are things that you want to take into consideration as well when you're a venue for your association. I think everything centers around budget, right? The location, everything always rolls back to budget. AV can tend to get quite expensive, so it needs to be a focal point when you're looking at a venue. You want to find out if they have in-house AV and what those costs are. Are they capable of doing a hybrid meeting where you have a lot of your attendees in-house, but then some are going to be joining in remotely online? So you need to know if they can do that back and forth there, and if you need it to be maybe videoed to use later. And then 2, some venues will allow you to use their in-house audiovisual with a mix of your own audiovisual. So some associations are at that place that, hey, I have a few LCD projectors, I have a few screens, we're going to have those in tow. Can we blend those? And a lot of venues will let you blend. Some may charge a surcharge for that, and that while others don't. And then, of course, there's always outside a lot of companies where AV is their bread and butter, and that's what they do every day. And there's several of them that are quite large. So can you bring those into the venue you've selected without being charged a surcharge from that venue? And if you are being charged a surcharge, what is that? Food and beverage. If the food's good, everybody's happy, right? No matter how much time and effort that you put into planning an event, if the food's good, you're going to have a more than your share of grumbling. So you do want to pick a venue, maybe even do a tasting if the venues offer that, but you do want to select a venue that has good foods and follows like the palate of your attendees. And then 2, are they flexible when it comes to dietary requirements? We have a lot of people with gluten allergies, peanut allergies, onion allergies. Can your venue, the venues you've selected, how willing are they to work around these dietary requirements? So that's always important because you don't want, I know we've had a few meetings where we've actually had some different foods for folks just shipped in just to have for individual people. So are they, the venue that you're looking at, are they flexible in that way? And then 2, like after the event, all of this food, there's generally leftovers. What happens to that? I think we're at a society today, we need to be more conscientious about what we do with that. Is that leftovers? Can that be something that's donated to a local shelter, any kind of a nonprofit that can help you distribute that? Why should it all go into the garbage? There's people in need, and it's a good opportunity to just look at it a little deeper and see what you can do to help benefit others, as opposed to sliding things into the disposal there. So. Oh, budget. Everything is, so everybody has a certain amount that they're willing to spend or able to spend. So you need to, take a look at that as far as what the conference rental rates are, food and beverage, how much that cost is, what their upgrade charges are. You can even ask, most venues will do a pretty detailed estimate for you once you have an agenda laid out, and that way you can take a look at what your total spend is going to be, and if you have the opportunity to add a few things, maybe some team building to get to that budget, to spend your budget, or if you need to dial back, what areas are you able to do that? Some things aren't as must have as you thought they were when you're over budget. So yeah, budget always strong consideration.